Covidmity is a combined website and app that culminates tips, tools, and resources in order to provide assistance and build community during this pandemic. The first feature of our website is a COVID-19 tip randomizer for 4 distinct categories represented in these buttons. When you click on one of them, you're taken to its respective page with text and an image generated from helpguide.org. And when you click on the black button, it'll generate another tip plus another corresponding image. The same structure exists for the other 3 categories. When you click on the website, you're taken to helpguide.org, opened up in another tab so users can learn more information about COVID-19 tips. The next feature of our website is a COVID-19 resources guide, in which a user can enter how many members are in the family, and when they press the Submit Here button, using JavaScript code, we generate the amount of milk gallons, masks, and liquid soap containers that particular family would need per week. So the code was also programmed to the fact that it would not accept any negative numbers, instead prompting the user to input a positive number for the amount of family members. Our last page has more information about our app, which will now be explained in detail.
So this is a web app created using the KB Python module that pulls the latest news for either coronavirus updates from across various sources of reliable websites online, and it also pulls different stock market trends and movements, which you can use to kind of analyze companies during this time. And additionally, you do have to provide your first name, last name, and email before the program works. We can send out newsletters and kind of get Covidmity into kind of a full-fledged organization and company. So when I run the app and open it up, it has a very simple UI, and you just click on COVID news, and what it does, it gives you the latest breaking headlines for COVID-19. COVID stocks gets the latest market changes and strategies. You click that button, and before you do that, nothing's going to work till you fill out your personal information. So first name, last name, and this. And now what's going to happen is you're going to click COVID news. And the reason that COVID news does take a bit of time and a buffer is because it's looking over 300,000 resources and pulling you the most relevant ones at the same time through the Python News API. And then we're going to click COVID Stocks, which uses an unofficial Robinhood API. All these changes will be saved locally in the Kiwi News folder, which you can kind of set up your own file path for through the program. And you'll have basically all the stock movements, biggest gains recently. Moving on, you're going to have the update links, and that's going to be the corollary of the update headers. And update headers basically gives you the most recent, extremely relevant headers. And these ones are basically the ones that get pulled like probably per the 5 minutes from the news API. And I decided to put the headers in one doc, and if you're interested in one, you choose a corresponding number. So say I was interested in Egypt's one-day coronavirus infections at a new high, I would go to the update links and I would look at the corresponding text, and all the sources are reliable, as you'll see: Washington Post, Times of India, Al Jazeera, and the code is kind of here. The Newspuller API is here. It's very simple. You just get an API key and get the data, and that's it. And the web app is theoretically just supposed to sit on your computer and be there for forever use. Click it as many times as you want, and it'll keep working.